Hi guys, it's Wendy with Ask the Landlady, and I'm here for part 3 of what to do with your timeshare situations. Okay, I'm not going to call it an investment because it's not. Timeshare is never an investment. Even the salespeople call it a vacation opportunity. I call it a situation that you've been put in with timeshare. And I've already done a video on the pros on it, and it may work for you. There are some certain situations, I think, where maybe you need to get the family all together at the same place every year. You're going back all the time. You like that ease of use where you know where you're going, that it can definitely work for you. Then I also did a video about the cons, and there are a lot of those, which stuck with high costly maintenance fees. You're trapped in the same place all the time. You've been lied to. It takes forever to get on the phone, and then you might not actually get the dates that you want. All those types of situations that you might be in. And so this is part 3 in the series, which is what to do if you are stuck with some timeshare that you now need to unload for whatever reason. Maybe you inherited it from somebody, or you bought it and you no longer go there. Maybe you can't afford it anymore. Whatever the situation. Then I have maybe 5 reasons or 5 ways that you can get out of your timeshare. First of all, right off the bat, if you own like Marriott vacation points, I know they will take those back, especially if you've paid them off already. You're stuck in that. You own them outright, but every year you're being stuck with that $3,500 maintenance fee, and then you're using those to trade in, and you're like, this isn't worth it. This is too expensive. I can't afford it anymore. They will take those points back for you. You won't get any money for it. Whatever you paid out is out. That's that. But they will let you out because they will turn around and sell those points to someone else. Now, if you have deeded properties, there's some other things that you can do. So let's just dive right in. Number 1, you can try to sell that property. And it may be, maybe you're lucky, this is one that's kind of a desirable place and people are going to be willing to give you some money for it, even knowing what their maintenance fees will be every year and that type of situation. Haven't found very many of those situations out there. Number 2 is you can give it away. Again, I wouldn't be very careful about this. If this person is a friend of yours, you want to make sure they're not getting stuck into a situation like you are. They don't go there. They're paying $961.25 in maintenance fees every year, and it's just going up and up and up. So again, you want to be very clear with that person about what their obligations will be in owning that timeshare, and be very honest and open. And of course, there will be some transfer fees and deed fees that you will probably have to take those on in order to give that property to someone else. Okay. Number 3 is to simply call up your timeshare company. Maybe you'll be lucky and it'll be like a Marriott situation where they'll just take it back, especially if you already own that. Like you're not in that thing where you're still paying them for the week. It's just you own it outright, but you're paying those maintenance fees all the time. You're sick and tired of it. You can say, you know what, guys, we can do this easy way or hard way. I can get an attorney, or I can, do another declare bankruptcy. But either way, you're going to end up with this. So take it back and sell it to somebody else, and they may take you up on that. So that's a valid number 3, is to just simply talk to your timeshare people and see if they will take it back. Number 4 is you can hire one of those attorneys out there. Simply type right into your search engine, how do I get rid of my timeshare? And they'll pop up like vultures, just ready to take your thousands of dollars to get you out of your situation. Now, if you are still making payments on something, that may be definitely the route you need to take, because the timeshare company is not going to let you out so easily. If you signed off and actually gotten a mortgage with them, that's going to be much more problematic than if you've already paid for it. You paid your $25,000 or whatever, and you own that week, and you're just paying those maintenance fees. But an attorney can get you out of it. So that's a valid idea. Number 5, which is what I would try doing first. You can always hire an attorney later, right? Number 5 is I'd just simply stop paying those maintenance fees. I'd just be like, I'm not paying. Come after me. They can try putting you in collections. They can try, we'll see, I'd say you got to have 50-50 chance of them trying to go after you. Now, if you're worried about your credit, and that's a very valid point. This is if you're kind of older, you're situated, you're like, so what, let's just see what happens here. But if there's a scenario where you're going to be concerned about buying stuff in the future and that type of thing and not ruining your credit, then I would set up an LLC. Find out from your state how much it costs in filing fees. You can go on LegalZoom and kind of do it yourself and just pay the state filing fees, or you can pay an attorney to do that. But if you do in Ohio, say if I did it myself, $99, I have another LLC. The only thing I would have that LLC own is that timeshare. So I'd switch that over, boom, owned by my LLC, and then I would simply stop paying and let them come after it and then declare bankruptcy and that's it. They couldn't come after you personally. So you'd have to switch it over to the name of an LLC that had no ownership, nothing with your personal assets or personal name or personal cars or personal bank accounts or anything else under that LLC. Then it would simply just die out with that. Now, that's if I would DIY it myself, which I'm a DIY landlady, landlord. So I love those kind of schemes. And what's the worst that can happen? They come after you, then you hire the attorney and you go that route, number 3, like I said, which costs a lot of money. But I would certainly try it myself. I'd simply just stop paying and I would stop, just say, come after me. Is this worth it to you? You already own it. I'm going to give it back to you. Sell it to some other schmuck. Here's the deed. It's all yours. I just put it in the mail and boom, I'm out of this. But again, if you still owe money on it, that's a trickier situation and you should probably consult an attorney before you do that. So I'd love to hear from you. Shoot me a comment or send me your ideas about how you've gotten out of a timeshare. Maybe you've hired an attorney, or maybe you've inherited one and you don't know what to do with it. Maybe you have been able to sell it or give it away to somebody, which is fantastic. Maybe you love your timeshare, and believe me, I own some Marriott stuff, so I obviously have drank the Kool-Aid too. But I do know a lot of people too who have bought places, and then over the years, as Airbnb's gotten bigger and better, and prices have gone down in some areas, or they just outgrew it, or their kids got older, they didn't want it anymore. They felt like they had something shackled to them, and so here you have it. 5 ways to try to get out of that timeshare scheme. So thanks, and I hope you got some value out of this, and you have a great day.